Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your New York girl, Lenka. Welcome back to Politically Animated, where we dive headfirst into the crazy world of news with a side of humor. Today, we've got a real gem for you. Incoming Border Czar warns Tren de Aragua, don't get too comfortable, and the pushback from the Chicago mayor. Oh boy, this is like watching a political soap opera where everyone's trying to one-up each other with the most dramatic lines. And that mayor is crazy delusional. Let's see how gangster he really is.
What the Trump administration has called for is for local police departments around the country to behave as ICE agents in sanctuary cities. That is not permissible. Any administration that would look to disrupt the sensibility of public accommodations consider them a threat to our democracy.
Far left Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson vowing to resist Trump's deportation plan, despite the illegal immigration crisis reportedly costing his own taxpayers more than $500 million.
This morning, President-elect Trump's incoming border czar, Tom Homan, is firing back. He joins us now. Tom, it's so great to have you on. I have so many questions to ask you, but let's start with this. He talked about sanctuary cities. Is the Trump administration, do you have any indication, have you talked to the president, are they going to just remove federal funding from cities and states that say we're just not going to cooperate with the federal government in getting criminal illegals out of the country?
Well, that's part of the plan. We tried that during the last administration, of course, but when President Trump didn't get back in office, that lawsuit filed by DOJ, of course, Joe Biden dropped it day one. But let me talk about what Brandon Johnson just said. No one's asking them to make us officers ICE agents. That's not what we're asking. We're asking to let us in Cook County Jail, the largest jail, one of the largest jails in the country, where back in the day, we arrested hundreds of criminal aliens out of that jail. That's what we're asking for. Give us access to the bad guy, the guy you locked in a jail cell. That's what we want. Because when you don't give us access to the bad guy and the safety and security of a jail where everybody's safe, you force me into the neighborhood. And when I go into the neighborhood, I'm going to find that bad guy. But it puts him at risk, puts my officers at risk, puts the community at risk. And when we find that bad guy, he's probably with others. Others are in the country legally that aren't a priority criminal alien. But guess what? They're going to be arrested too, because we're not walking away from illegal aliens. So your actions are going to give you the results you don't want. More agents in your community and more non-priority aliens being arrested. You forced me in that position, and that's what's going to happen.
So, first off, we've got the new border czar, who we know is a tough-talking dude with a megaphone yelling from the rooftops, Tren de Aragua, you better pack your bags and don't get too comfy. I mean, I can just see the gang members sitting down for dinner, and suddenly, there's this announcement like they're in some dystopian movie. Oh no, not our comfy couch. So get to going and take the scooters with you as a gift. So, we also got Chicago's mayor, who's like, oh no, you don't. This is Chicago. We don't just roll over when someone new comes into town with a badge and a loudspeaker. It's like they're in a playground, arguing over who gets to swing first. No, you can't take our sanctuary status away. Oh yes, I can, says Mr. Homan, co-signed by Trump.
By the way, you can't, I don't know what the mayor is thinking in this circumstance. You can't create a law that violates federal law, which obviously would have precedence. And in this circumstance, regardless of what he is saying in terms of what we're going to do as a sanctuary city or state, the facts on the ground are simply these. You have the rights, you have the authority as a federal agency to go in and get them wherever they may be. Do I have that right, Tom?
You have it exactly right. And that's why I find it incredible that him and Governor Pritzker, first thing he said, you got to go through me. Why do I have to go through elected officials to help you remove public safety threats from your neighborhoods? Every elected official should want public safety threats taken on their neighborhood. That's your number one responsibility, is protecting the communities. I want to arrest somebody that's in the country legally that is a criminal. That is our priority. Out of the gate, President Trump and I have said we're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats first. Why would any elected official not want to help us with that? Especially Chicago, with the crime rate and the shootings at the level they're at. I just can't believe that they want to sit there and call law enforcement officers the bad guy and the victims of, and we're the criminal aliens that broke the law and violated the laws against the U.S. citizens. They're the victims, but the people who enforce law are the bad guys. I just don't understand it.
How unique or how common are you finding Mayor Johnson's attitude? I know you've met with a lot of blue city mayors, Tom, including Eric Adams, by the way, here in New York City, who seems to have changed his tune a little bit. He seems in a constant evolution towards singing a new song a little bit. But you're meeting with all these guys. Do they sound like Brandon Johnson?
No. He's far off the table. I mean, the comments he's making, it's just incredible. Considering his ratings in Chicago are so extremely low. I was there the other day, and there's hundreds of people there that want him removed from office. And again, I just go back to the crime rate in Chicago. Why wouldn't he want help in removing public safety threats? But I'm going to do it. And that's what I told him. I said, you don't want to help? Fine. I can't believe you don't want to help remove criminals. But guess what? If you don't want to help, just stand aside, because we're coming. And because we can't take the efficiencies of going into a county jail to arrest a bad guy. Now I got to send a whole team rather than one guy arresting a bad guy in jail. Now I got to send a whole team to the field to arrest that bad guy because of officer safety considerations. If that's the game you want to play, we're going to game. But if we're going to play that game, there's going to be a lot more agents in your communities just because of your failure to work with us in the county jail, a taxpayer county jail. We want to talk to the guy that you locked in a jail cell. Right. You locked him in a jail cell for obvious public safety concerns. When you're done with him, simply give him to us. Let us know when you're going to release him. You don't have to hold him a minute on your taxpayers' dime. When you're getting ready to release them, let us know, and we'll be there, and we'll pick them up. We'll take care of them from that point.
Tom, can I ask you one quick last question? So let's say you get the illegal criminal out of the jail and you're in possession of him. I heard Sarah Carter last night on a Fox show, the weekend show, saying that El Salvador said they'll take them back. Do you guys have arrangements with other countries to take them back? Because a lot of these guys are Venezuelans. I don't think Maduro's going to take them back.
I will say to the Venezuelan Tren de Aragua, don't get too comfortable. We're coming. And there are several agreements that I have, Sarah, that they're going to be removed. And I'm not going to call it countries right now because we're in the negotiation process, but we will remove them. If your country won't take you back, we'll find a country that will. We're already.
But let's be real. This isn't just a game of tag. It's more like a political tug of war, where one side's pulling with deportation orders and the other's holding on with city ordinances. And in the middle, the citizens just trying to enjoy their deep dish pizza in peace. Now what happens next? Will the Tren de Aragua pack up and leave, or will they start a moving company instead? And will Chicago's mayor pull out a secret weapon, like a giant sanctuary city stamp to mark everyone in town? Only time will tell, folks. But in the meantime, let's grab some popcorn and watch this political drama unfold. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more hilarious takes on the news. And remember, in this crazy world, sometimes all you can do is laugh. Until next time, stay safe, stay funny, and don't get too comfortable.